So there is a lot of National Guard here. You ain't just driving around or looking at whatever you want to look at. Every road leading into the areas that have been burned, blocked off because they don't want looters going in. And so, yeah, I mean, this is definitely, I mean, they have locked it down big time. So if you had any ideas of coming in here and trying to do something like loot, it's not going to happen. There's no way. In fact, you'll be, even people that live here, you have to have ID to get in. So, yeah. All right, so we're driving up here right now, and I want you to see what this fuel is here. That the fire, once it hits this stuff, there's just no way to stop it. I mean, really. And imagine you add 50, 100 mile an hour winds, and yeah, and it is crazy because a lot of these houses are sitting right on this kind of style brush. So yeah, I mean, just, you're on the edge. Ready? Hey everybody, it is Billy at Bakersfield Tough. I am down here at the Palisades Fire area. I thought that, you know, I wanted to make sure that our community is very aware of what's going on here. John Petrie was kind enough to lend us one of his trucks to get around here. And I can tell you, seeing this right here, I mean, I feel like I'm in a movie set. It is unreal. I'll take the camera from Nicole here in a second, and we'll kind of just walk around just a little bit in this one area. It is complete, I don't even know what the word is.
Devastation.
No, it's more than that. It looks like Armageddon. It looks like, I can't explain it, but this is like a magnitude of something that when you see it, we came up here through the hills, and I will tell you this, that they have the National Guard here now, and you are not going to be able to get up in this area because they have every outlet possible to get into this area sealed off. You're not getting in here. I don't know how many troops are going. I think there's like 8,000 troops down there. They have, I mean, it's a militarized zone down there. So they did bring that in. But there's something interesting here is that as you drive up into these fires, that there is carnage from the wind that happened here. There are cars where trees are laid over on them. There's stuff all over the streets, and that's not a priority right now. So the city is not interested right now in addressing that because as we speak, this fire is still moving and it is cutting through neighborhoods. And I am going to take this phone, Nicole. I'm going to take that phone from you because I want to show you something. Like, I mean, this is just like, I mean, I'm going to kind of show you. I don't want to invade these people's property too much, so I got to be careful here. I don't want to do that. But I mean, here it looks like it's hit a water main or something, or there's a hose right there, as you can see. I'm going to show you here. I mean, there's nobody out here, and all the water mains, and this might be a thing too. You know, you think about, well, where did all the pressure go from the hydrants? Well, dude, you look at it, and once this stuff like burns through, these things are like just pouring water out. I mean, there's just water coming out. I'm just gonna zoom in here. You just have water on all these properties. Water is coming out everywhere. So I can see why there were some hydrant problems. There were some pressure problems in the hydrants because there's just water everywhere. How you doing?
Good, how are you? I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, I was just kind of checking things out. You live around this area?
I live over at the high school. This is a friend of ours. I was going to take a video for them.
This is when you see this, you know, it's hard to imagine. Like when you actually see this firsthand, it's like something out of a movie. I was just saying, it doesn't even seem real.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Where do you live?
We're covering this for Kern County.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah, and I'm just like, I cannot believe what I'm looking at here. As you can see, this is a resident here that has friends here, right? But you can see these beautiful homes, and like I said, I mean, think about how much water pressure that is right there, right? Just coming out of the water lines. And we'll kind of make our way over here, and there's just water flowing down the street. I mean, some of that's probably from fighting the fire. Are these from the water? This water we're seeing, is that coming from like just miscellaneous?
I have no idea, but water's flowing everywhere underneath on the sewers. It must be.
It is, okay.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Right. So there you go. There's an interesting part of the water, right? Is that it's just flowing all over the place. I mean, if you look at it here, look, I'm just going to kind of pan around here, and there's just water flowing in every direction. So let's kind of make our way over here, and I'll go to different areas. We're going to do a few videos here, and you know, this, I mean, dude, look at this. This guy had his house for sale. There's a for sale sign over here. Guy had his. So look, as you were talking about, there's water just flowing into the sewers. But I mean, it's amazing. I mean, it's sad, really. I mean, these people's lives are destroyed, you know, and this, for some of these people, this was like, you know, their forever homes, and they had families, and wow. So we're gonna, I'm gonna go through and we're gonna look at this thing. I mean, you're sitting right here, right? And here's someone's house. Got the fireplace standing. Yeah, it's sad. It's eerily quiet out here. I mean, because, you know, the people are rushing through here trying to get to the fire areas that are currently on fire. So we're gonna keep moving. This is gonna be one of, you know, a few videos that we do. And of course, it's in every direction, right? You go across the street, same thing. So anyway, we're gonna keep going up. I will say that I was able to get some access with our media credentials. I did not think we were gonna be able to get in here, and we were. So we're gonna keep going and keep going. Kind of keep you guys updated what's going on here. All right, so I am gonna drive around a little bit. I told Nicole that if I see something, please stop. And there is, like I said, there's burnt, what you see over here is going on over here. So it's both sides of the street. It doesn't look like in this immediate area, there was well, at least on this corner, there was a lot spared. You do see like a house back there that looks like it survived somehow, some way. And yeah, go ahead and go, Nicole. Is there people coming? Okay. So you can see this was the entrance, right? This is a, you know, they have their driveway here, and this was obviously probably a multi-million-dollar house, and it is gone. I mean, just burned. So the people that are up here are probably people that live here, I would imagine. It's very, and the media, first responders. You're not gonna get, I'm gonna zoom in here, Nicole, make sure you don't go too fast if you could. And so, yeah, you're not gonna get a bunch of traffic in here, or even people kind of like just looking around. So as you drive through this area, you can hear it. There are alerts, emergency alerts going off everywhere because different areas are getting evac'd. Even the areas we came up to, which don't even look like they'd be threatened, are evac. You can't, they're all, go this way, Nicole, please, take a right. Check this out. Oh man. Go down that road if you could. Yeah, and as we mentioned, there's water everywhere. There's a flood zone in here. But here we go. I mean, all right, so this is our continuing video. I had to stop it because we had some alerts going on. But it's hard to imagine this was a, you know, I mean, just look at this thing, both sides. It's everywhere you look. There's no getting around it. It's sad. You can see a guy there, right? He's taking a picture. Slow down a bit. He's taking a picture, you know, of his kid's basketball court. You know, it's from maybe his kids. I don't know. He's taking a picture of it. So it's horrible for these people. Yeah. So there is down power lines. I imagine they have the power shut off out here because it's just like. That's the thing is you have, like here's a sign, right? It's all knocked to the side. So you have a combination of things of like wind damage and fire damage. All right, so we're down the road from, it's kind of eerie because there's nobody out here. You have emergency broadcast warnings going off. There's water flowing in different directions. And, you know, there's damage in a lot of areas, not only from the fires, but from the wind, right? I mean, they had 100-mile-an-hour winds through here. I mean, you imagine what that would do to a city, right? And so, yeah, it's just like, I mean, I'm sitting here right now on this, like, here's an intersection. Let me make my way over here. Now, I will tell you that this area has a 5 p.m. curfew. So at 5 p.m., I have a feeling that everybody gets escorted out, maybe even me. I don't even know how that works. But they were really worried about, in fact, they caught a bunch of people looting, right? Coming in and sifting through people's stuff. And so here we are. I'm at this, at what once was like an all-American city. You know, probably had beautiful homes on, you know, this corner right here. Everybody probably knew each other. And now look at it. And the thing is, like, where do you start, right? Even if this was your home, okay, well, I want to file a claim. Well, how long is that going to take when you have hundreds or thousands of houses in line ahead of you where an adjuster has to come out and kind of evaluate everything? And I don't know. I mean, I honestly have no answer what this is going to be. You will see out here, though, different utility companies out here. That's, you know, Pacific Gas and Electric right there. I'm sure they're turning off the gas lines. I'm sure there's gas leaks everywhere. There's definitely water leaks everywhere. I can smell it. I can smell the gas, dude. Like, I can smell the gas lines. I don't know where they're coming from, but I definitely smell like natural gas. Wow, incredible. I'll keep these videos going. We're just gonna do these like short, sweet videos and kind of just show you what's out here. And I don't even know like where this is gonna lead me. This is Galloway Street, and like I said, every direction you could go, it's more of the same. Sad. So it looks like this thing right here was a redesigned house. You still see the sign from the contractor that there was some kind of redesign that just happened to this house, or maybe even a new house. I don't know, but wow. Well, of course, vehicle carnage is part of a community getting destroyed. And everywhere you look, you know, cars that didn't make their way out. I don't know what that was. That looks like might have been a classic car right there. Man. So I've taken some of the streets through here, and I want you to imagine in your neighborhood, you know, there's lefts, rights, there's streets, off streets that turn into your street. Whatever you do down here, it looks like this. In this area, there wasn't houses that it skipped over. It went through everything. Everything. I don't understand like how this is gonna work, because this magnitude is so high, it's so big that, let's say this guy comes back and he wants to rebuild. Okay, great, he's rebuilding, right? He's not gonna get insurance, right? Or if he does, it's gonna be crazy. I'm not sure how he's gonna get the bank to loan him money on a place like this that is a high risk area in the future. Maybe, but I don't know how. And then if he rebuilds, this place right here is probably going to get, I don't know if the people are going to rebuild here, or if you're going to have another corporation come in and scoop the land up. I don't want to assume anything, right? Because I really don't know. And a lot of these people had their insurance removed. Not all of them, but there are some scattered homes that their policies were taken away, or either they couldn't afford them or their policies were dropped. And for those people, you got to feel for those people. Whatever You just, for those people, man, it's like, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. These are like, these homes right here, of course, are multi-million dollars, to say the least. And yeah, I mean, this community right here, I look at it, it's sad too, because it's so beautiful here that this would, like, I mean, you look at these streets, right, and these sidewalks. I mean, these are sidewalks that kids like probably ride their bikes down. And I mean, this thing was probably, you know, filled with happiness and like just a, you know, just, and in one swoop. I mean, last week, this did not look like this. And here we are. And I did one thing I want to mention. One thing I want to mention. Yeah, go ahead and move, Nicole. One thing I want to mention is that I was on the corner over there and I did smell natural gas lines. So as you can see, there's a lot of utility. This is the water right here coming through. And there's a lot of utility companies that are trying to like just manage this the best they can, you know, but I can tell you that like I was over there and I was like, wow, dude, I smell like natural gas coming out of here. And I feel like I shouldn't be standing over there. You know, I would imagine the power shut off here because there is down power lines. And I don't know how much of that is because of the wind. Because like I said, 100-mile-an-hour winds, or, you know, 50 to 100. See, look over here. Like there's timber everywhere, dude. I mean, like you see this stuff right here? Like, well, some of this was probably cut, but there's stuff here that, that was probably cut because it fell over on the road, right? And so they probably did cut that. But as you drive up through here, dude, there's like debris everywhere. I mean, it looks like a hurricane blew through it. And like I said, the city's not, that's low priority right now. As right now, fire trucks are still going up there and managing it, dude. So this is, like I said, I'm trying to do some coverage, you guys. I don't know really what to say other than this is incredible, dude. It's like, it's an incredible disaster. So I want to show you, I want to show you something here. This is an incredible sight. Here's a power pole. The fire burnt the bottom of it. Power pole comes crashing down and is held up by the wires all the way through here. And look, it did the same thing. So here's something scary. So here's one of the power poles where the bottom gets burned. It breaks, it collapses down. And here you can see, I don't even want to stand here too much longer. And that pole right now is burning. That's going to break and that thing's going to come down again. I'd imagine this power is all shut off, but you can see this power line here is about 8 feet off the ground. And really the only things that are holding it up are these trees. So like every direction you go, it's like, wow. You know, there's just no, and it's eerily quiet out here. That makes it kind of eerie. And that's because, you know, all attention's down the road towards the fires.